Overnight with state lawmakers to legalize recreational marijuana here in New York City at City Hall. Mayor de Blasio says he supports that move. Take a look at your screen. We have some of the highlights here. The bill would expunge criminal records for anyone with a previous marijuana conviction. It would also allow users to grow their own plants at home and allow people to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis and 24 ounces of cannabis concentrate. If passed and signed by the governor, the legislation would create the Office of Cannabis Management. Cuomo's office says the move could create 30 to 60,000 jobs and boost state revenues by $350 million. This morning, we are hearing from both sides of the debate. Critics, like the head of the state PTA, who are concerned what reducing penalties will look like for children smoking weed, and Mayor de Blasio, who supports this.
I want to make sure it's done in a way that, respects the rights of localities and really empowers economically the communities that were most hurt by the previous drug laws. I think this bill goes a long way. I think there's more to do after, but it goes a long way.
So drug dealers can sell marijuana to our children under the age of 21 and walk away with a slap on the wrist. We have absolutely no idea why the governor's office felt it was necessary to make dealing drugs to children easier. Shocked by this.
So as you can hear there is still some significant opposition. The American Medical Association, as well as some police groups, also oppose this. But with Democrats now in control, solid majorities in both houses, as well as Governor Cuomo's support, this looks more likely than ever to finally pass. Reporting live here in Lower Manhattan, I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Yes, people. So you just saw the video a while ago. Yes. So New York State leaders agreed to legalize recreational marijuana in New York State, which I am happy about. Finally, you understand, because all these states, California, Las Vegas, Colorado, Canada, even Amsterdam, as well as other states and other states inside the continental United States of America here have legalized marijuana, cannabis, aka ganja, aka weed. As you can see, of course, some of these stuck up people, you understand, that don't have a life are opposing it, because those people are the living dead and they're miserable and them unhappy. You understand? Why? Tell them to go and teach their kids not to take it if they don't want their kids to take it. Simple. You understand? Yes, people. So I am happy that the legalization of marijuana is coming finally to New York State, and also you people will not be penalized for such a little offense of selling ganja or weed. It's not as they're not killing nobody, and they're not holding gun to nobody. It's to say you have to take it. Exactly. So it says the Empire State could soon become the 15th U.S. state to legalize recreational marijuana, which is good. Governor Andrew Cuomo, New York State Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins, and State Assembly Speaker Carl announced late Saturday night that the state legislature agreed to introduce and vote on this bill this week that would permit regulated recreational cannabis for adults over age 21 in New York State. Hooray, hooray, hooray for the cannabis community. Hooray for the ganja community. Hooray to the marijuana community. All communities, we say ganja, we say weed, we say cannabis, whatever you call it, it's going to be legalized. Yes, of course. So let us see how this goes. You understand me, guys? And there's not going to be any jail sentences for people. You understand? And they're going to create it says a Cannabis Marijuana Regulated and Taxation Act. So up to 3 ounces of marijuana will be legal to possess. Okay. All recreational cannabis will have a 13% sales tax, with 9% going to the state and 4% going to localities. Tax collection is projected to reach $350 million annually, according to the governor's office. The tax revenue will be deposited into a special fund that covers reasonable cost to administer the program and implement the law, and provide money to education, New York's Community Grants Reinvestment Fund, and the Drug Treatment and Public Education Fund, according to the governor's office. Anyway, whatever them said, that is fine. A two-tier licensing structure will be in place to prevent growers and processors from also owning retail stores, and state regulators will implement strict quality control, public health, and consumer protection, according to state leaders. Well, overall, the legalization of marijuana is coming to New York State, which I am happy about. And you're not going to be locked up in jail. I mean, as we already know it's okay if you have a spliff on you in New York State here already. You will not be fined for having a spliff. And so I'm happy about the legalization of cannabis. What are your thoughts, people? Should it be legalized in New York State? I think yes, it should be legalized. Yes, and it's about time, because too many people in our communities, in the black and brown communities, are behind bars for such a little offense of selling drugs. They're trying to make money, right? Not everybody can afford to go to college. You understand? Not everybody was raised with a golden spoon in their mouth. Some people have to get up and find ways of making money for themselves. And unfortunately, the drug game was a big game back in the days. And it didn't start with only black people. It started with other people as well, which I won't mention. But we all know who these people are. Bigger names people. It started with them and it trickled down to us, black and brown communities, doing what we have to do to survive in this world that don't like us. You understand? So I am happy for the legalization of cannabis, marijuana, weed, whatever you call it. It's going to be legal in New York State. But as you know, we're gonna have to abide by the Babylonian laws and rules. Okay, so it said there will be a program to promote social and economic equity among producers that will facilitate individuals disproportionately impacted by cannabis enforcement, including creating a goal of 50% of licenses to go to a minority or woman-owned business enterprise, or distressed farmers or service-disabled veterans, to encourage participation in the industry. The government says, oh, that is good. There will be a program to promote social and economic equity. That is good. So they're going to be targeting some giving licenses out to women-owned businesses, yeah, and distressed farmers or service disabled veterans, to encourage participation in the industry, which is good. This is not bad though. I'm happy to see this. I am so happy to see this. I have to go read more about this when I come off this live. So people, there you have it. Another story tonight for my KERRYANNBROWN music promotion. Do remember to follow my brand on all social media platforms. Click subscribe on my YouTube channel to stay up to date to the latest in entertainment news and all these things. Yes. And remember to check out my website, KERRYANNBROWNmusicpromotions.com/ for my t-shirts. Yeah. And my hoodie line on my website. Also follow my website as well. The same entertainment that's on my other page is going to be also on my website pages as well. Right? And remember to check out my new tune podcast, KB Radio Show Podcast, Anchor.fm, Anchor FM. Yeah, don't forget. Anyway, guys, one love, one God, one aim. I'm out. Ganja is legal in New York State. Yeah, get your licenses, get your LLCs going. Right? We say legal everything, legal receipt 2021. That's right, guys. Later.